Went into a new school. What the hell am I supposed to do now? What did I do? The only thing I could do, I convinced my parents to move in.
Seriously? Is that true? Yes. We moved in right next door.
What happened then? The old dynamic duo was back together. Bringing a little bit of the old school to a new hood. So what you gained from the slideshow we had and what I've said is I've known Dave for the better part of my life. One of the greatest qualities of Brown is passion. So have you ever seen those old ladies that bond together, maybe in an old folks home or something, and they're sewing, right? You know, they're getting some like stuff going together, they're sewing things. Well, in Dave I found my SFF, my sewing friend forever. SEWING. Shit you not, folks. During 7th grade, home ec class with Miss Wiley. Read it right there. You know, our assignment there was to complete a sewing assignment, and I chose shorts. Dave chose headbands and mittens. This kid was serious about sewing. As you saw that you saw the headband photo in there. Every snip of the whole fleece is just perfect. When you have to pin something, it's perfect. Every sewing movement, perfect. Needless to say, DB was in it to win it. At some point in time, we actually thought he was probably going to open his own mitten shop. Headband store. I was pretty much just excited to have a hole for each leg in my face. Next to today's standards, you could probably set those next to a nice pair of assless chaps. So whether it's friendship, golf, Ohio football, mittens, headbands, Dave's passion warms your hearts and possibly another part of your body. So back to passion. Passion, Kristen. The first time I actually officially met you was on the river. I didn't really meet you though, we just floated the river. The first time I really got to know you was last year. I was on a business trip in Seattle. And I'm sure Dave broke the news and said, hey Kristen, you're gonna have to go ahead and open your arms and accept Casey with a loving embrace because he can stay with us for a few days. And then I'm sure he followed that with, or just put up with his hairy ass for a couple days. So just so you guys know, whenever Dave and I get together, and the rest of these hooligans that are on this thing, as we met with our photographer on that, we pretty much forget about everything and magic happens. And we revert to being 5-year-olds. We forget about repercussions and any sort of, consequences that might come about what's happening. So when I went to Seattle, there was a little incident. It involved a television and David. And I knew if David could own his actions and could sort of fess up to Kristen and live to see tomorrow, he should be a token keeper. And we all walked away with everything we had intact when we got there. So after the event-filled weekend, I really truly knew that you guys were meant to be together. Although you'd already been together for 3 or 4 years. So, I mean, look at her. I mean, if she put up with that, she's a beautiful girl, heart of gold. Recently, I came across something that, is similar to maybe like a personal instruction manual that you get in a car when you buy a car, one of those things. So, Dave, here, get your pen out and take some notes right here. So, what I was told is, or what I read is she's actually fully equipped with a lifelong warranty as long as you two live. Right? She comes complete with extras too. You got a bed. Keep it topped off with shiny jewelry. Right? Lubricated well. with preferred adult beverages. And service her regularly with adventures near and far. And although not included,
Is that your brother?
Not included in the package, four-legged creatures, they aren't prohibited. Might resemble Horton, or maybe a Gary Douglas from the county in the future. And also a warning at the very end of the manual. She has a tendency to get hangry without some good fueling from some delicious foods. So, how we're going to finish this right now is Kristen, go ahead and place your hand on the table. Dave, go ahead and put your hand on top. All right. So what you got here is a moment you need to remember for the rest of your life. You want to know why? Because this is the last time you'll ever have the upper hand. So, on that, we'll just take everybody, I'd like everybody to raise their glasses. And cheers to the union of these two great families and these two great people.